We're back with more New York Jets franchise. If you guys missed last episode, go ahead and check that out. There's a playlist full of every game we've played so far in Jets franchise. So if you missed last one, make sure you go ahead and check that one out. But today we got week 13, week 14 against the Falcons this week, and we got a matchup against AFC East divisional opponent, the Dolphins, who we lost to earlier this year. But this week we got the 3-8 Atlanta Falcons, and they do have some major injuries. Their starting quarterback Michael Penix Jr. will miss today's game, and so will their starting running back and best player Bijan Robinson, and then Matthew Bergeron will also be out. Arian Smith for us will be out for today's game. This Falcons team, their defense is not very good. They have the 30th ranked scoring defense and the worst rush defense, and we have the best rushing offense. So hopefully Breece Hall can have another monster game. Maybe another 232-yard game would be awesome. But we'll check out the weekly recap. All right, everybody's favorite show here on the channel. It's the weekly recap on Madden 26. Let's see what's going on around the league. Obviously, if you didn't watch this Ravens game, it was a pretty good game. Breece Hall absolutely dominated in this game. Had a record-setting 230 yards, which I believe put him eighth all time for most rushing yards in a single game. So that's awesome. Moving on to the Buccaneers and Rams, it's the Baker Mayfield game, revenge game. So he hits Jordan Whittington. And the Rams win this one 26-20. Matthew Stafford with a pretty good game there. And then we have the Buffalo Bills, interdivision rival, versus the 7-3 Houston Texans. We check out some of the highlights. You got a Josh Allen screen there to the former Raven Isaiah Likely. Runs over a defender as they win 23-17. C.J. Stroud only 130 yards and no touchdowns in that game. That is it for your weekly recap. All right, today's episode, we can now select focus players. So we're going to do that really quick before we do the weekly strategy. I haven't really gone over the draft class a lot. Now I think we can start going over the draft class a little bit more in today's episode because we have them a little more scattered. Everybody's about 40%, 50% for some other guys. So I'm thinking maybe off screen or off stream, I make a board of some of my favorite guys, and then start an episode with going over some of the top players that I want. But I think we're going to, I think I might just make that board now real quick. So I'll do that, and I'll pick the 3 focus players, and I'll let you guys know. All right, so I have added a total of 38 guys to our board here. Ranges all the way from top 5 guys to long snappers. So the first player I would like to look at here is Johnny Porter. He's 6'1". He's 20-year-old safety or corner from Virginia Tech. He has A-man or A-press, B-man, B-zone. He's got good to solid on almost everything. Great to excel, change directions at the best. I mean, he's not like an amazing athlete. He's a good athlete. But, he looks pretty good. A-press, B-zone, B-man, looks like pretty good. And he's only 20 years old. So he's definitely going to be one of the players that I would like to look at, Johnny Foster. Another player I want to look at here is Cooper Barden, D-tackle from Boise State. He's 22 years old. He's got C-block shedding, A finesse moves. But he's got good to great strength, great to elite speed, great to elite agility, good to great excel. He looks like a very good athlete for his size. A awareness, C block shed, A finesse, B player condition. We could use D tackle, especially if we don't resign Brian Brissy or we resign Derek Nottie. We're going to need a potential another D tackle next to Quentin Williams. I think Cooper Barden would be that nice complement. And this is probably one of the more intriguing players in this draft class is Alejandro Ruiz. I know it's only 1 through 2 round projection, but he's 6'8", 221 from Mississippi State. If we can get a 6'8" receiver, we're going to be throwing jump balls to him in the end zone almost every play. It says he has F-deep route running. He's not the fastest receiver, but he's got good to great strength, good to great jumping. He could be a game changer. We could maybe line him up at tight end being 6'8". He's got A spec catch, B short route, C medium route, F deep route. But, when do you come across a 6'8" wide receiver? Never. I mean, Johnny Wilson recently came out of the draft. He was 6'7", but I think those are going to be our three guys here. So Johnny Cooper, Cooper Barden, or Johnny Porter, Cooper Barden, Alejandro Ruiz are going to be our three focus scouting players. Obviously, there'll be another period where we can pick more guys. There's also other guys that I wanted to look at, but we'll go over the draft board once we probably get towards closer to the end of this, even though we are pretty close. We only have about 6 games left, so we're getting pretty close to the end of the season. But I'll go ahead here, do my weekly strategy, and I'll update you guys. All right, as we know, Arian Smith will be out for today's game, but we're going to be without backup left tackle Carter Warren for today's game. That's the only new injury. Derek Bernard Converse is a practice squad player, so I don't think that would really matter to our game day roster, but there is one injury to the team here, but we will have upgrades to do, so we'll do this. We have an upgrade here to Derek Noddy. He's on the last year of his deal. He wants a lot of money for being a 29-year-old D tackle who's strong, and that's probably the only thing he's got. He's strong and he's a veteran. That's kind of it. So we'll probably just go nose tackle for him. He'll get +1 awareness, block shedding, player act, pursuit, and tackle. We have the backup right guard Max Mitchell. I think we'll just go agile for him. Get him up to a 71 overall with morale. He'll get +1 pass block, run block finesse, and then pass block finesse. So there we go for Max Mitchell. Those are the only upgrades. But going against the 3-8 Falcons at home, let's go ahead and start this episode off with a win. All right, we are back at MetLife Stadium. Another home game. Kick off today's episode. We got the Falcons coming into town. They're trying to somehow salvage this season. Sitting 3-8. They had a backup quarterback, backup running back in, so it's Kirk Cousins and Tyler Algier, I want to say, are going to be replacing those guys. They have one of the worst rush defenses. We have one of the best rush offenses, so this should be another big game for Breece Hall, hopefully. We are sitting 5-6, towards the bottom of the AFC, though, so AFC is pretty tight. But we will kick off the ball to start this game. Let's go. All right, so Kirk Cousins is in the game, and Algier is in the game. So they're without starting quarterback and their top playmaker. Maybe it doesn't matter. Tyler Algier makes a man miss in the open field. We cannot bring down Tyler Algier. I mean, I get he was pretty good before Bijan was there, but come on, guys. It's pretty insane. But it's 2nd and 10. Kirk Cousins got time underneath to Drake London, outruns the defense. Out of bounds, an injury for Brian Brescia. That was kind of maybe a reason why the Saints cut him. Injury concerns for Brescia, and he's going to be stepping off to the sideline. It's Derek Noddy who will take his place on 2nd and 1st and 10. My bad. Incomplete. Nice play. Coynan Williams forces the incompletion. It's elbow bursitis for Brescia. Risk of injury is high. We're going to put Kadarian Mathis in, I guess. All right, facing a 3rd and short for the Falcons. They got trips left. They're going to motion out Algier. Never mind, he's going to come back. And they're going to motion Drake London. They're going to motion him again here. 3rd and 4. Cousins underneath Kyle Pitts. He's going to outrun Sauce Gardner. He's going to go in the end zone. Touchdown. Falcons. That was really bad, actually. Oh, he got bumped by our two other defensive backs. And I get Kyle Pitts is fast, but Sauce Gardner's got like 94 speed. Tell me you can't catch up to him. But it's a touchdown, Falcons nonetheless. Maybe they don't need Michael Penix. Maybe Kirk Cousins was the right choice. All right, like I said in the pregame show, we're going to run the ball. One of the worst rushing defenses versus one of the best rushing offense. Usually not a good indicator of what's going to happen, as Breece Hall is lit up by Jesse Bates. Yeah, you can see that game. 14 carries, 231 yards, 3 touchdowns, which was the 8th most all-time in a single game. All right, that makes that 3rd down and 6. What are we going to do here? We're going to hit Breece Hall out of the backfield. That was maybe not the right choice there. That's going to be 4th down. All right, pretty uneventful drive for us. Falcons get the ball back. 1st and 10. They're going to have 3 tight ends, so it's actually play action. It's not a pass. Play action. Throw to Algier out of the backfield, gain of 6. 3rd down and 5. Can we stop him this time? Kirk Cousins, no, wide open. Is Darnell Mooney for the 1st down. That's defense is not looking good so far. Gosh, QB draw to Kirk Cousins. Come on, come on. Seriously, we let Kirk Cousins get 5 yards, and Jermaine Johnson's down to the ground. Jesus, our rushers have been getting banged up a lot recently. Kirk Cousins, all right, whatever. Got him 5 yards, so. Stretch right side. Algier breaks the tackle of Kaiser. Why Algier? So averaging 10 yards per carry so far. Muscle cramps will return soon, so Michael Clemens will step in. It's actually Tyler Barron who's going to be in the game. We're going to control him here on this 1st and 10 play action. Kirk Cousins over the middle. Kyle Pitts open for the 1st. They are just driving down the field. We are giving them no pushback. It's a read option. Why are they running read option to Kirk Cousins? How is Kirk Cousins getting any sort of yardage right now? He's got more yards than Breece Hall. I think he's got more yards than our entire offense does running the ball. Maybe that's why they're running the ball a little bit with the quarterback. 2nd and 3 handoff. Tyler Algier. There's nobody can get any sort of block shed. Touchdown Falcons. What is going on with this team, bro? This is their backup quarterback and backup running back. And we're getting cooked. I mean, the Ravens' offense couldn't really get anything going until, like, the last drive of the 1st half, and the Falcons somehow are figuring it out. Just throw it underneath the Kyle Pitts and then hand it off Algier. 1st and 10. They have 158 yards. We only have 5. Yeah, dude, come on. Stick to my plan. Run the football. Breece Hall, some decent blocks there. Gets 10. Do another rush. Breece Hall bounce it left side. Breece Hall. Another big gain of 10 at least. 1st down. Taylor play action over the middle. Garrett Wilson cannot hold on to the ball there. He was open. A little bit of a better throw and stride. Would have gotten that. Motion. Breece Hall will get 6 there on the 2nd and 10 carry. Makes it 3rd and 4. 3rd and 4. Brennan Allen's in the game here. We're going to run play action. Fields is getting pressured and down goes Fields. Had no way of getting that ball out. Was pressured immediately there, and that's going to be another punt for our offense. Yeah, Bear Tucker got instantly cooked by Caden Ellis. Yeah. That's awesome. I mean, they did blitz on the play action, so I guess that's a good play call. Just couldn't do anything there. 2 straight drives, no points. Defense, you got to start stepping up here. Come on. Handoff Algier up the middle. Jesus Christ. We are shedding no blocks. End of the 1st quarter, Falcons are like quintupling our passing. We have -7 passing yards. So that's not looking good. Falcons are up 14-0. Cousins throws to Kyle Pitts. It's incomplete. Nice play there, Tony Adams. Now it is 3rd down and 9. Do we have to quintuple team fucking Kyle Pitts right now? What is happening? Why is this guy playing so good? 3rd and 9. Can we get some sort of pressure? Kirk Cousins has too much time underneath. Somehow Pitts caught that there, but it's going to be well short of the 1st down. Defense forces a punt. All right, Breece Hall is leading the league in rushing yards with that amazing performance last week. Is the only current running back over 1,000 yards in the NFL. And Breece Hall is back in the game. I don't know if I trust. 2nd and 10 here. Screen to Breece Hall. Great blocking. Breece Hall makes a man miss. Breece Hall. Finally, that's the big play we needed. Gain of 20 there for Breece Hall. That was a fantastic block out there by Joe Tittman. Laid him out. First and 10. We're going to keep it with Fields, and that didn't work out. Walker, the rookie from Georgia, read that all the way. Loss of 4. We're going to Mason Taylor, and that's an errant throw from Justin Fields. Holy shit. Jesus Christ. Can't get anything on offense right now. It's 3rd and 14 for us. We're getting pressure. Got to dump that off to Jeremy Ruckert, and that's going to be well short of the first down. This Falcons defense is apparently shutting us down. We did way better against the top defense in the league than the Falcons defense. It's 4th and 10. Can't go for it in 4th and 10 in this situation. Down by 10. We're down by 14, so we're just going to punt this one. And off Algier. Jesus Christ. Alright, they're going empty formation here. Come on, guys. Let's get a play here. Kirk Cousins is finally brought down by Andre Cisco. Blitz got there on 2nd down. That's going to be loss of 6. It's now 3rd and long for Atlanta. This could be the stuff our defense needs. 3rd and long. Defense needs to step up. Cousins, he's got way too much time. He's going to scramble, and he gets the first down. Oh my God! 3rd and 13, scramble, first down for Kirk Cousins. What world are we living in where Kirk Cousins is running the ball this much? Do we have to seriously run contain against Kirk Cousins? Tyler Barron gets in on the play. Tyler Barron, that was an effort play from the rookie in place for the injured Jermaine Johnson. Makes a nice play there. 3rd and 14. Let's not allow Kirk Cousins scramble. And this guy's Lamar Jackson. 3rd and 14. Cousins gets pressured but gets it to Kyle Pitts. Immediately tackled by Brandon Stevens. That's going to be a 4th down. Punt. Xavier Gipson, nice cut. Xavier Gipson, nice return to the 35-yard line. Today we average 133 yards. We only have 29 against the 2nd worst rushing defense, which is pretty absurd. 1st and 10, and we're gonna do a stretch outside. Breece Hall cuts back up the middle, gets the first down, and that's gonna be the 2-minute warning. 1st and 10, screen to Lazard, makes the defender miss. Jesse Bates with the big hit. 2nd and 10, we're going to step up with Fields here, we're going to run, we're going to slide for the first down. Not using our timeouts, so it looks like they're just going to go cover 3 drop, I guess. Alright, 1st down for us. Garrett Wilson, big shot from Caden Ellis. 1st and 10, underneath to Garrett Wilson, 2nd straight catch. We're going to use our first timeout here. Oh my God, that's picked, yeah. That was a stupid... I mean, I was only looking at Garrett Wilson. I didn't think that Caden Ellis was going to stand. I thought... I don't know what I was fucking thinking. And we're going to get no points out of that. Great drive. I thought I didn't. We're gonna get no points there. Awesome. Jesus. That's my fault. I'll take the fault on that. And off Darnell Mooney. Loss of 2 there. Then that's gonna be the end of the first half. Pretty terrible first half. For us. No points. Going into halftime, the week after we scored 38, the most in a single game we scored this season. Pretty poor first half. Defense at least started to, show some resemblance of life there. But we got the Eagles at home against the Chicago Bears. You got Caleb Williams firing over the middle to the open side end. I want to say that's Cole Kmet. It is Cole Kmet. And the Bears move to 7-5, beating the Eagles. Bears trying to get in the playoffs for the first time in a while. You got the Bengals and the Ravens, both teams 6-5. The AFC North The Steelers, Bengals, and Ravens are all 6-5 as we see the trickery to Derrick Henry, breaking tackles. Ravens, huge victory over the Bengals, 35-13. Burrow, no touchdowns. Lamar, 3 touchdowns, and a huge divisional win over the Cincinnati Bengals. And then we got this 7-4 Chiefs at the 5-6 Dallas Cowboys. Matchup of the week? I don't know. Mahomes stands tall in the pocket, fires right side of the field with a monstrous catch by, I want to say that's Marquise Brown. Chiefs win 31-28 over the Cowboys. Mahomes for nearly 350 passing yards. And there was your highlights around the league. Most of these games are at halftime. Colts up 20-13. You got, the Dolphins down 14-0 to the Saints, so that's a score to look out for in the divisional. But first half showed some life there at the end, but the pick is massive. But at least we get the ball to start the second half. Rush yards, okay, you keep updating me. They update me like 4 or 5 times a game. It's like, can we, get something else to look at besides the same 3 statistics? Credit Garrett Wilson there, got caught up in a little bit of traffic there, gets 6 yards. It's 3rd down and 1, the fullback, Alex Beck, will check into the game. 3rd and 1, handoff up the middle. Beck can't quite make a good enough block, and it's going to be a 4th down. Jesus Christ. But you know what? We need something going. We're going to run this damn ball. 4th and 1. We're even going to motion Lazard over here for an extra blocker. 4th and 1, handoff. Breece Hall couldn't fucking get it, and he's hurt. Jesus Christ! And he's hurt on the play. Cool. Oh my God, this game has been disastrous. This is the worst rushing defense, by the way, and we can't convert a 3rd and 1 and a 4th and 1. Bruised ribs for Breece Hall. Braylon Allen's gonna take his place. Second and 10, play action. Kirk Cousins deep to the end zone. There's nobody there. Pick it off, Gardner. He fucking. Oh my God, it's actually comical how bad this game's going right now. It's actually insane. All right, we have Rashad Weaver in at D tackle because I subbed in the wrong player, but maybe he can make a play here on 3rd and 10. Cousins over the middle to an open Kyle Pitts. He's going to get the first. Holy shit! What is going on? Kyle Pitts is turning into prime fucking... Oh my God, Antonio Gates right now in front of our very eyes. Awful angle from Tony Adams. 1st and 10, handoff. Algier close in on him with the linebackers. Loss of 1. All right, it's 3rd down and 9. Can the defense hold them to a field goal? I don't know, they've been converting a lot of 3rd downs. Kirk Cousins, he just has way too much time. Can we get some pressure? Intercepted, Jamien Sherwood. We'll take the pick. No points for the Falcons. That's their first mistake on offense. Throwing it against this really impeccable pass defense, and we forced so many turnovers. And finally we get a pick. Jamien Sherwood, I mean, that was right to him. It was as if Jamien Sherwood was running the route. It was that right to him. Well, we'll take it. We'll take it. This could be the turning point of the game, guys. Start 1st and 10 here. Play action. Fields going to roll right. Fields is going to fire to Garrett Wilson, who makes the catch. 1st down gain of 20. Nice way to start the drive. 1st and 10. Fields. We're going to try to scramble, and he fumbles the fucking ball, dude. Jesus Christ. Can't have anything good in this game. Straight up. It's just been, oh my God. I can't even describe how I'm feeling right now. I'm feeling just, he just straight up, it looks like he just didn't even want to keep the ball. It looks like he just threw it forward just to say, I don't even want the ball. Jesus Christ. Falcons get the ball back. I feel so, down on myself right now. This is awful. So 10, handoff. Algier bounces it outside. Tyler Algier, 1st down. To the 13. I mean, he's turning into Breece Hall with the amount of yards per carry he's getting. He's got almost 100. First and 10. Toss to Algier. Bring him down, please. Will McDonald for a loss of 3. It's a screen to Algier. Do we have the speed with the Noddy? Nobody's over there. Touchdown, Falcons. Oh my God, bro. Breece Holiday, he's got 9 carries, 46 yards. Probably his worst game so far, honestly. I mean, yards per carry is not bad, but I mean, we're down 21. We gotta start airing the ball out if we want to make a comeback here. First and 10. We're to fire up to the seam. Jeremy Ruckert cannot make the play. Second and 10 here. Underneath. Lazard throws behind him. It's incomplete. Holy shit. All right. Third and 10. We've converted 0 of these today. Can we convert our first one here? Slant. Garrett Wilson makes the grab. Finally, we get a first down. Second and 8. Outside. Garrett Wilson makes the grab out of bounds. Gain of 5. That will make it third and short here for our offense. Can we convert a second third down? We will. Underneath. Garrett Wilson breaks the tackle. Good big block by Mason Taylor. Garrett Wilson is really banged up. Doesn't quite have the speed there. We'll step in here. We're going to fire towards the end zone. It is dropped by Corley. Almost caught by Gibson on the tip. That would have been awesome. 10. Screen of Braylon Allen. We got 3 blockers out there. Come on. Big block by Joe Tittman. Braylon Allen's in the end zone, and we're finally on the board. It only took us almost all the first 3 quarters, but we did it. It's the second-year running back Braylon Allen on the screen. I mean, that looked like what they did with us, but we're on the board finally. Comeback is starting now. It starts today. Difficult to get a stop, but now it's second and 10. Now they have less field position. Over the middle. Drake London to catch. End of the third quarter. We're down 14. Going into the fourth. Hold your 4s up. Let's make a big comeback. Let's come down back from 21. Let's go. Come on. Come on, Tim. Yeah, come on. Yeah, Tremaine Johnson's still hurt. Second and 10. Cousins over the middle to Ray McLeod. It's the first down. Second and 4. Handoff. Nice play there. Michael Clemens. Loss of 2. Makes it a third down and 5. Can we get a stop here? It's a pass. Slant. Darnell Mooney breaks the tackle of Brandon Stevens. Touchdown. Just when the game gives me hope, they crush it in the palm of their hands. That's a slant taken to the house. I mean, Stevens just... Yeah, this guy can't tackle. So, Falcons make it 21 points again. Your comeback here. 10. Start underneath with Mason Taylor first grab, gets the first down. Motion, Braylon Allen. Fields is sacked. I mean, oh God, I don't know what to do. It's third and 13. Now, we're going to hit Braylon Allen with one-on-one coverage with an edge rusher. Dropped. Fourth and 13. We got to go for it here. It's a got to go for it situation here. Punting just essentially means we're done. You know, we got to at least try here. On 4th and 15, and nope. We got pressured immediately. Doesn't fucking matter. Oh my God, dude. What the fuck is going on? The rush 4 is John Simpson who got beat. Yeah, I'm not resigning him. Straight up. This guy blows. Second and 9. Open. Drake London Quincy Williams in on coverage. Yeah, just run up the score, you motherfuckers. All right, we're just subbing in the backups here. There's no point of, potentially getting some starters hurt. So, yeah, it's just going to be backups here for the last, 4 minutes. Allen Lazard's breaking a ton of tackles there. First down. Oh, fuck. I thought he was sitting down there. That's another pick. I thought he would sit down. That will conclude this terrible game. I mean, just nothing went right. Nothing went right. I'm just straight up speechless. We got blown out by the Falcons. The 3-8 Falcons. They didn't have They didn't have Michael Penix. They didn't have Bijan, and they still put up 35 points on us. All right, checking out the stats. Justin Fields, 14 of 22, 174 yards, touchdown and the pick. Tyrod also threw a pick there when we threw the backups in. Rushing, Brees Hall, 9 carries, 46 yards. I mean, you didn't run the ball a lot, but we were down, so don't really have another option. Fields also fumbled the ball, so that was fantastic. Garrett Wilson, though, had a big game. 7 catches, 95 yards. Braylon Allen caught a touchdown. John Simpson allowed a sack. He is the worst lineman in football. 8 tackles for Brandon Stevens. Tony Adams and Sauce Gardner had 7. Bunch of TFLs, 3 for Clemens, 2 for Will McDonald, Cisco, and Williams. 1 for Kaiser White, Tyler Barron, Jamian Sherwood, Brandon Stevens. Sacks for Cisco and Barron. Interception by Jamian Sherwood. Pass deflections for Malachi Moore, Tony Adams, Sauce Gardner, and Quincy Williams. Mevis didn't attempt a field goal, punted it 3 times. Yeah, that was just a really, really bad game. I've never been blown out against the CPU. Usually it's close, or, I'll lose by like 10 or 13, but this might be the worst loss I've suffered in a long time against the CPU. All right, after that very embarrassing loss to the Falcons, we now move on to the 8-4 Dolphins. We're currently atop of the division. 8-4. Buffalo is also 8-4. The Patriots are 8-5, so it looks like it's going to be a 3-way battle between those guys. We're most likely not going to win the division and probably not even make the playoffs. We are the current 13th seed. But we'll check out the weekly recap, see what happened around the league. We obviously know what happened in our game, so I don't really need to go over what happened there. All right, we got the 8-3 Chargers, one of the surprises in the league, versus one of the more disappointing teams in the league, the Chargers. Dude, why is Zamir White always getting the highlights? It's never Ashton Genty. Is he like hurt or something? I don't know what's going on. But the Raiders win 24-17. Maybe Zamir White's the next great running back, apparently, and I just don't know. We got AFC matchup. We got the Buffalo Bills versus the Pittsburgh Steelers. We obviously know the Bills won because we looked at the record. Allen fires over the middle to an open target for the touchdown. Bills win that one 23-17. Josh Allen, almost 400 passing yards. Rodgers cannot hang with the high-powered Bills offense. And that is the weekly recap. All right, yeah, let's try to forget that game last week ever happened. Now we got another divisional game here against the Miami Dolphins. If you remember last time they beat us, it was a rain game, and I absolutely choked. So hopefully that doesn't happen. But we do have some storylines here. We got film room prep. So let's see what our coordinators are thinking. I mean, last time it didn't really work out. I mean, we did get the pick the one time, but outside of that, we'll see who it is. Critical game this week. What are you seeing in film? See, again, they have holes all across the offensive line. I don't see how they can stop us from dominating the trenches, run or pass. Let's show them different looks, stunts, and other complex movements. Throw the trenches into chaos and they crumble. It's a little voice acting there. Do you agree on focusing on setting up our defensive line? Blanket the receiver, stop the run first. Yeah. Focusing on setting up the D-line. Agreed. Let's get to it, coach. Let's start working on the practices for this week. Make sure we're good to go. If there's any people that need voice for like something, I'm available. The players should be heading into the meeting room. All right, thanks, Steven. Steven here. Sorry. All right, settle in. We need to talk strategy for this week's matchup. This is a game we'll win in the trenches. We need pressure on every down. Whether it's run or pass, we have to get at it. Challenge accepted, coach. They could try and double me, but it won't matter. I can't be moved. I'm about to be a problem. All right, Quinn. Well, at least we know Williams is locked in, but this will take the full team. We need to be rotating guys to stay fresh. Outside of the line, we have to be prepared to clean up as plays break down. Nothing extra allowed. Defense loves to do that. But that is the that is the strategy, is to dominate in the trenches, but, you know, we'll see. The Dolphins have the sixth best rushing offense, the sixth best scoring defense. The defense is actually pretty solid. Offense is about average, you know, besides the rushing yards. But hopefully, defense can play better, and hopefully I can play better. We'll check out the playoff picture. We haven't looked at this yet. Myself to the top middle. We currently looking at the Raiders are the number 1 seed in the AFC, and the Cardinals are the number 1 seed in the NFC. So, two big surprise teams are leading the conference. You got a division matchup so far: Dolphins, Patriots. You got Texans, Chiefs. You got Ravens, Bills. NFC side, Packers are currently the 2 seed. You got the Rams, Eagles versus Bears, Buccaneers versus 49ers. So that is currently what the playoff picture is looking like. All right, good news out of practice. We have no injuries. So we're going to be a fully healthy team for the first time in a little bit against the Dolphins, who are currently without Jedrick Wills. I'm assuming that's somebody they signed in the preseason is going to be out, and Shelby Harris will be out. So they're going to be a little short-staffed in the trenches, but that should help our goal. Let's go ahead and upgrade some players. Starting with free safety, Andre Cisco has an upgrade point. He's got good speed. 92 speed's pretty good for his safety. He's got good zone. Tackling isn't the best. Man coverage isn't the best. I think, let's go hybrid. We do need him to cover from time to time, but usually he's like a top free safety. I don't even know what I'm trying to say. He gets +2 man, +2 player, +1 pursuit, and +1 to tackle for Cisco. Nice upgrades there. Got an upgrade point here for Michael Carter. This guy has been anything short of terrible this season. So I guess we'll go slot for him there. He gets a lot of upgrades. Gets +1 to jumping, man, play rec, press, pursuit, +2 to tackle, and then +1 to zone coverage. So at least he won't be as bad as he is. So all right, we have Braylon Allen, an upgrade point. He's played a little bit in the last game. I want him to run guys over. He just hasn't been doing that. He'll get +3 to break tackle and then +1 to stiff arm. Hopefully that means he'll break more tackles. He got 82 break tackle. I try trucking. He just doesn't run over guys. He's 6'1", 235. So I don't know why it's not happening. And then we have the rookie Francisco Mauigoa from Miami. He could maybe see the field next year if we don't re-sign some linebackers. He played a little bit last game, didn't really make a play. Definitely want to get his play recognition up, so we're going to go with field general there for the rookies, up to a 67 overall. Gets +1 awareness, block shed, play rec, tackle, and zone, and then +2 to man. But those are all the upgrades we have to do. Before we go ahead and jump into this division matchup at home against the Dolphins. All right, final game of the episode is another home game against the division rival and current AFC's first place Miami Dolphins. I kind of really haven't thought about switching up the uniforms, but we need to kind of get that Falcons game out of our minds. So we're going to be changing up the uniforms a little bit. We're going with a nice black alternate jersey. I think these look very nice here. Dolphins 8-4. We are 5-7 on the season. We've been inconsistent. We've been winning, losing, winning, losing, winning, losing. We need to go win, 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 win. But we'll kick the ball off to the Dolphins to start Week 15. Here steps out, starting quarterback for the Dolphins, Tua Tagovailoa, 70% completion percentage, 18 touchdowns, only 4 picks. He's having himself a pretty good season. Even though I'm not really the biggest Tua fan. I think he's kind of overrated, not that good. But I also thought Kirk Cousins was that good, and they dominated. It's 3rd down and 3 for the Dolphins. Jesus, don't step outside, Jermaine Johnson. Tua underneath to the open. Darren Waller for the first. Breaks the tackle. Tony Adams just got beat instantly. All right, first and 10 for Miami after the first. They got I formation here. Handoff, Devon Achan's got some space. Achan first down. Yeah, run defense looked really bad against the Falcons. And Achan, I would say, is a better running back than Tyler Algier, so maybe, you know what? Let's not say he's going to have a big game. Let's hold him to less than 50 yards. Motioning Keenan Allen there. Handoff up the middle, Achan. Quinnen Williams says, no, sir. Loss of 2. You know, he's a 95. I don't want to use your 95 overall. I want to let him be good as he is. And there's Tony Adams sort of making up for that first down allowed with the big TFL. It's 3rd and 14. We're going to send a blitz here because usually when we just go straight man or straight zone, they get too much time. And down. Don't bring him down, please. Tua lofts it. Dropped by Tyreek Hill. That was almost an incredible play, but it's not held on by Tyreek Hill. Incomplete for the Dolphins. That's going to be 4th and 14. That's going to be a punt. All right, here we have Justin Fields stepping onto the field here. He has over 2,000 passing yards, 18 touchdowns to 8 picks last week. This week we need to sort of get one going as we get one there. Nice carry, Breece Hall. First down, gain of 15. All right, 3rd down and 8. Can we convert here? We're going to roll right there. Fire over the middle. Garrett Wilson cannot hold on to it. Oh, my gosh, dude. We should have the worst draws, the worst possible time. Incomplete, and that's going to have to be a punt for our offense. Start this game. They're going to have 3 tight ends in the game. It's actually a pass. Tua's got time underneath to the tight end. Jesus Christ. Let's not let these tight ends beat us, guys. Come on. Stretch to Achan. Good blocks on the outside by Ingold. It's a first down for Miami. 2nd and 11 underneath. Achan quickly gets the catch for 8 yards. All right, it's now 3rd down and 3 for the Dolphins. Can we get another stop here? Go on, defense. That was a false start. But it's 3rd and 3. Tua's got time over the middle to open. Keenan Allen, first down at the 2. And Jermaine Johnson is hurt. Yeah, it's hit. He was hurt last game. Missed the majority of last game, and he's down here. Miami hands off to Achan up the middle. Stopped at the yard line. Thought he would have gotten in there. Couldn't make the tackle. 2nd and goal. Handoff. Achan. We're all over that. Tony Adams and Quincy Williams combined for the gain of nothing. It's a shoulder strain for Jermaine Johnson. Clemens will check into the game as it's 3rd and goal for Miami. 3rd and goal from the 1. They're going to pass it to a short to Achan. Nice tackle. Big tackle there by Quincy Williams. Loss of 5, and that's going to be a field goal attempt here for Miami. Great stand by. That might be the first ever goal line stand I think we've ever had in this season. Kick from Jason Sanders is right down the middle, and we hold Miami to a field goal. Defense bends, but they don't snap. 2nd and 10 here underneath to Xavier Gibson. Usually a returner makes the grab, takes the big hit from the linebacker, but holds on and gets the first down. Going into this 2nd quarter, Miami is only up 3-0. So we're going to start the drive with another run. This one's way more successful as Breece Hall gets 12 there for the first down. It's a linebacker. 2nd and 9 there. Oh my God, I was almost picked off. God. Alright, incomplete pass there on 2nd down. Makes it 3rd down and 9. What will we do? Fields, we're getting pressured. Fields is going to scramble. He'll get the first down. Good blocks there. Moves the chains. 1st and 10. Fields hit as he throws, but gets it to Lazard. Lazard breaks a few tackles. Moves the chains there for the 2nd straight time. Second down and 6. A little bit of traffic there. Fields is going to run it again. Fields stays in bounds. Down at the 1. Didn't know when he was going to step out. He doesn't. Down at the 1. All right, first and goal. We're going to try our play here. We're going to motion Lazard over. And then we're going to hand it off. Brees Hall untouched. No chance, Miami. We'll take the lead here with 5:54 left in this second quarter. We've already scored as many points as we did all last week against the Falcons, so this game's going pretty good so far. Take the lead there. Nice play, nice blocking. Also, only don't do Jets. I do college football 26. Florida International, down goes Tua Tagovailoa. Brandon Stephens on the CB blitz gets him. Loss of 5. Second and 15, they're going to run there, and it's going to work out because why wouldn't it? Now it's third and short. Crazy how they can run the ball on third and long and get 20 yards, but I can't run on third and inches and get an inch on 2 straight runs. Tua is trying to scramble. Tua doesn't. Dumps it off to Darren Waller, who breaks a tons of tackles, but look at the first. That's a very tough gain of 2 there. Second and 10, handoff up the middle, Jalen Wright. I mean, dude, you could have fit the fucking Chrysler building through that hole up the middle. Jesus. But we'll see how low it scores if Miami's just going to run down the field. There's Jalen. Waddle breaks the tackle. They're going to do an orbit motion there with Waller and throw it to Devon Achane, who will lose 3 on the first down. That's the 2-minute warning. We're holding on to this lead, 7-3. And it's third down and 11. I probably should have called timeout, but it's too late. And it's a screen there to Tyreek Hill. They got good blocks. Make the tackle, Cisco. Too late. First down, Miami. Another screen here to Jalen Waddle, gets the first down at the 6. First and goal from the 6. They're running shoe clock here. And they do have all 3 timeouts, so. Fullback dive with Alec Ingold. All right, third and goal from the 3. Can our defense make another stop here on the goal line? Second and goal. Tua short to Tyreek Hill in the end zone. Touchdown, Miami, and they're going to get their first touchdown. 30 seconds remaining. Defense is playing pretty good so far. Just need to get a little more action on offense, but we'll go into halftime down 10-7 to the Dolphins. It's everybody's favorite show with Logan. Halftime report. Checking around the league to see what's going on. You got the 5-7 Cowboys versus the 6-6 Detroit Lions. Stretch left side as Jameer gives stiff arm a Cowboys defender and walks in the end zone. And a strange score, 17-11. The Lions move to above 500. The Cowboys are struggling this year at 5-8. We got the 6-6 Pittsburgh Steelers versus the 7-5 Baltimore Ravens. We see Rodgers launch into the end zone, caught by Pat Freiermuth for the score. However, they're down by 1.9-10 versus Lamar Jackson and the Ravens. That's a big conference, big divisional matchup. Speaking of divisional matchups, we have the 6-6 Colts versus the 5-7 Jacksonville Jaguars. We see Anthony Richardson launch the ball 1,000,000 yards down the field, one-handed catch by Josh Downs, who's actually leading the league in receiving yards, as Anthony Richardson over 200 yards and 2 touchdowns in that first half. You can definitely tell this is Madden and not real life. I look around the league here. Tampa Bay's up 7-6 over New Orleans. Seattle is beating Atlanta 7-3. Commanders up 14-10, but second half, we only completed 2 passes that entire second half. The Dolphins have been dominating time of possession. Maybe that's why we haven't really gotten very many opportunities on offense. But we'll start this second half with the ball. First drive of offense in the second half. We're going to start with a classic halfback run right at the middle of the Brees Hall. Breaks a ton of tackles. Gets 9 there on the first down. Third down. Do we try and passing it? I think we just audible back to a run here. 3rd and 1. And we're going to try to pick up a yard. And Brees Hall fights for that tough yard. Gets the first down. Moves the chains. 1st and 10 here underneath. Garrett Wilson over the middle for 9 yards. All right, 3rd down and 4. Can we convert this? Outside, Garrett Wilson's open, drops the ball. Oh my God. All right, and we're gonna go for it on 4th and 4. After the drop, short area, we didn't even have time to throw the ball, dude. Why can't we block on 3rd down? It's actually every time on 3rd down when we pass it, we get pressured instantly. Oh my God, dude, what the fuck? I guess it was fucking John Simpson. Let's see, our left tackle, John Simpson and Olive trying to get beat instantly. I'm sick and tired of John Simpson. I might just sub him out. I don't care if Marquise Haynes is 64. I mean, he's good in the run game, but he's awful in pass protection. 1st and 10, throw to Tyreek Hill. John Simpson and Olufashano, maybe. And off, HN, 1st down. 1 inches we can't get somehow. It's so frustrating. Handoff. We're all over that. Loss of 2. All right, 3rd down and 5. Jalen Wright's in the game. Can we get pressure on Tua? Over the middle, caught Tyreek Hill. HN's back in the game. Must have been like a cramp or something, but Tua's going to step up in the pocket, fires to Keenan Allen over the middle, down at the 1. No, why? No, oh my God, my D tackles are fucking inside of each other. It's a pass to Hill. I don't even know who this could be. Julian Hill. No offense, Julian Hill, I've never heard of this guy. I mean, that was my guy in man coverage, but I was thinking they were going to run the ball. But I generally thought we couldn't. I didn't think we can get over there anyways. First that give. Braylon Allen, 1st down. Who's the chains? 1st and 10, another handoff. This one's Brees Hall up the middle. Gets us into Dolphin territory there. Nice block by Garrett Wilson on Minka Fitzpatrick. 1st and 10. Open. Smith and Fields misses him. Come on, dude. What the hell? 10 after the incompletion. Can we get something going here? We're going to hit Arian Smith on the post. Arian Smith. Incomplete, intended for the rookie. That's going to be 4th down, and we're going to punt this ball away. At least Achan's we've been containing him after his strong start. He's only averaging 2.9 yards per carry, but it doesn't seem to matter when I can't get anything going on offense. My receivers drop the ball at the worst time every time. Fields misses open throws. Play action for Tua, open. Tyreek Hill drops the ball. 34 passing yards. 2nd and 10. Tua's got time. Tua is finally brought down by Quinnen Williams. Loss of 5. That'll make it a 3rd and long. 3rd and long for Miami. Can we get a stop here? And can we not allow a fucking 3rd and long conversion? Throws it. Keenan Allen. What's the point of even fucking trying anymore if this game just fucking doesn't want me to win? Jesus Christ. I'm sick of them getting these bullshit one-on-one fucking catches. Throw to Tyreek Hill. Great tackle, Sauce Gardner. That would have been a touchdown otherwise. Allen and Deontay Johnson. Handoff HN, right side. Can't make the tackle, Michael Carter. Yeah, he's out for the fucking season. I'm done. I'm done with this guy. Handoff HN, nice cut. Great blocking down the field by Jalen Waddle. Sauce Gardner saves the touchdown again, but they're down at the 6. First and goal, handoff to Acham, bounces it outside. We cannot get over there. Touchdown, Miami. And they're going to be up by 17. I don't even know what to do anymore. What has changed so much? I don't even know what to say, dude. We're down. We're losing. We're getting our asses kicked. Again. Alright, look at the stats. Breece Hall, 165 carries, 1,200 yards, and 10 touchdowns. That's your leading rusher right there, baby. Second and 7 there. Outside, Lazard makes the nice catch. First down. Second and 10 here. Screen to Breece Hall. Nice blocking. Breece Hall, it's got space. Breece Hall breaks the tackle. Breece Hall down the left sideline. Breece Hall, does he have the speed? Finally tracked down at the 7. Nice play for the offense. That's certainly going to help our comeback attempt. And that's a first and goal for Justin Fields. Tries to scramble. Breaks the sack. Justin Fields. Nice play. Touchdown. Justin Fields broke the sack. Nobody on the left side. The easiest. Well, it wasn't the easiest. He had to break a sack. But a big touchdown for Justin Fields. Our comeback journey starts now. Starts now here. Alright. This may not be the most ideal choice, but we got to get the ball back somehow. 6.5 minutes, onside kick. I'm double guessing, but now I can't call a timeout. So I guess we're gonna have to go for this here. Onside kick. Mevis, it's up in the air. It's recovered by Miami, and there's a flag. It's probably because we touched the ball. Yeah, illegal touching. So that'll give them add more yards onto that. Now they have it at 39. 3rd and 5. This would be a big stop here. To over the middle, Keenan Allen. Touchdown. Never mind. The game's over. Game's over. Defense can't step up when it matters. 50-year-old Keenan Allen torches. Oh my God, dude. 4th down. Short to Garrett Wilson, who makes the grab, moves the chains. 2nd and 10 here, and we don't even unblock defender on the blitz there. And we convert this one over the middle to Malachi Corley, who makes the grab. Fields gonna roll out right. Fields has got speed. Justin Fields duck out of bounds there for a first down. And we're sacked. Oh my fucking God, dude. 2nd and 18, play action. We have to... Dude, can we fucking block? Oh my God. 4th and 18, how will the Miami Dolphins sack us here? We got... I'm cutting my entire offensive line. This line is... Oh my God, dude. It makes the fucking Bengals offensive line look like the greatest offensive line ever assembled, the way we're just allowing guys to get through. Jesus Christ. Dude, they can just throw Michael Strahan straight from Good Morning America and he'll just get 10 sacks against our offensive line. But Miami's offensive line, who our coordinator's like, yeah, their line sucks. No, their line's makes our offensive line look like... I don't know. I can't... Soft line just fucking blows. That's gonna be it for today's episode. Today for this game. We used 31-14. I mean, offensive line, dude. It's so fucking terrible, dude. It's so bad. It's so bad, dude. Check out stats. Fields completed only 10 passes, 131 yards. Rushing wise, Breece Hall had a good game, 14 carries, 88 yards and touchdown. Fields also had a touchdown through the ground. Receiving wise, Garrett Wilson, 5 catches, 28 yards. Breece Hall had the biggest play of the day for us for a 52-yard catch. It said we only allowed 1 sack, but we got pressured like every fucking 3rd down. Anytime we needed our offensive line to hold for like 2 seconds, they'll just forget what they're doing. Maybe they have CTE or something. I don't know. 15 tackles, 12 tackles, Sauce Gardner. 5 TFLs for Quincy Adams, 2 for, yeah, look at those stats. They're awesome. 2 stacks, Brand Stevens, Quinton Williams. Yeah, awesome, great stats. Then the field goal. Punting was awesome. Everything was awesome. This is just the greatest game I've ever played. Gotta love this game, bro. All right, we get upgrades here for Brees Hall. I guess we'll just continue going into elusive. He's up to a 92. He gets +1 awareness, +1 ball carrier vision, carrying, juke move, and spin move. You got Garrett Wilson here. His short route running isn't amazing in his medium route. You know what? Let's go slot here for Garrett Wilson. He'll get +2 to awareness, +2 to medium, +1 to carrying, and +1 to short. Okay, I need his release to get up because he needs to win on one-on-one coverage with like a 76 overall corner, whatever the top corner for Miami is. Brandon Stevens, this guy. I mean, it doesn't even matter what we upgrade. He's gonna suck anyways. So let's just go man. He gets +1 awareness, player icon, +2 to man coverage. What do we have to say about that awful performance? You look pretty broken up on the sideline after today's game. How do you rebound after such an emotional loss? I rebound by getting the fuck out of New York. That's really all you could say. I left everything on that field to fall short after a performance like that. It can take a toll on anyone. Care to comment, coach? I'll take responsibility, I guess. You know the saying, any given Sunday. Yeah, we've seen this last time we had this. Right, that's going to be it for today's episode. Honestly, the most fun I've ever had playing this game. We got blown out in both of them. That's going to be it for today's episode. Next episode will be Jaguars and Saints. And then we'll have the Patriots and whoever we play week 18, and then we'll have the off season. So off season's just this close, just this far away. So, yeah, I don't know what to say. It was just we got our asses kicked twice today, so I don't really know what to say. I'll see you guys next episode. Bye.